Well, hello again, everyone. Welcome on back to more All-Star Game or All-Star Week festivities here from Digital Seattle, home of the Digital Mariners, who are 69 noise and 20 through the first 89 games of the season. It is the All-Star Game today. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for clicking on the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully it's a good one. I think we have some people here on the team, so that's good. Good for them. And then, we'll have a couple days off before returning on Friday with our with the regularly scheduled. So I have not figured out a clean way to say that. Back Friday with regular games, playing Detroit for a 3-game set before Minnesota, Toronto, and more Minnesota. So there you go. Subscribe, ring the bell. You'll be notified when I post new videos, and you can catch all the Mariners action you can handle digitally here in MLB The Show 23. Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoy. All right, do I view organizations games? Yeah, this is all I want. This one. Play game. All games on this date featuring... Okay, yes. Great. Fantastic. Play full game. That. All-star game. Hybrid. Open. Clear skies. All that good stuff. All right. Enjoy the game. We'll see you later.
Gotta love the All-Star festivities. Always a great show. We'll be back to get this thing started after this. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show brings you the MLB All-Star Game. It's the National League All-Stars taking on the American League All-Stars. John Shambi and Chris Singleton with you. Singy, always special when we get together to call the All-Star Game.
Well, we've done a lot of these together, and sometimes you come in and think, ho-hum, another year. But once you look and you see these All-Star players, their uniforms on, them interacting with one another, you realize just how special it is. It's going to be a great one tonight.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. So almost ready to get underway. Today's starting pitcher, Shohei Ohtani. What's the scouting report on him?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Ready to go now? Here's the veteran outfielder, Starling Marte. Here comes a pitch. In for a strike, and the MLB All-Star Game is underway. And a pitch. Good eye right there. This ball's chopped on the ground. Fires over to Guerrero. One up, one down.
Batting second from the Philadelphia Phillies, the shortstop,
Trey Turner at the plate. This guy is an elite level hitter, especially considering contact, just the ability to hit for average. What you really like, though, stays in against those righties, and that's not so easy as a right-handed batter. Sneaks through, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Here's Machado. And that's in there for strike one.
There's some players, for whatever reasons, they seem to just face a slew of right-handed pitchers, and their comfort level increased so much that they'd actually prefer to face that same side thrower in a tough situation.
And the 0-1. In the air, out towards left center. Rodriguez. racing over to make the catch.
Batting fourth. From the New York Mets, the designated hitter.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Big time power. A couple of quick nuggets on Pete Alonso. He graduated from the same high school as Wade Boggs, Plant High School in the Tampa area. And Alonso also played at the University of Florida. He was teammates there with Harrison Bader. Pickoff throw, back standing. He's in there safely. Singy Shohei Ohtani has been as advertised. Rookie of the Year in 18, MVP in 21. He has impacted the game in a major way. And then, of course, he was on the cover of MLB The Show in 2022.
Well, he's doing something that we've never seen done before, and just absolutely phenomenal that he can be that dominant on the mound and be one of the top hitters in the game. And just watching that, it's got to take your breath away a little bit if you're a manager or a teammate to see this actually happening before your eyes.
That catches the top part of the zone, and it's 3-1. That MVP I mentioned about Ohtani in 2021, he was actually a unanimous MVP, and the first unanimous AL MVP since Mike Trout in 2014. Other guys that have done that, Ken Griffey Jr., Frank Thomas, Frank Robinson. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Batting fifth. From the San Diego Padres, the left
So first
fielder,
and second with 2
Juan
outs. Now the youngster Juan Soto. First pitch, and he just misses. There's a strike. Two outs. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
On the ground, right side. Altuve slings to first. They get the out on Soto. That's the third out. So they strand a pair. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. No score after a half inning. Back in Seattle, and on the mound here today, Zach Gallen. What do we have on him?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now Tim Anderson. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. The why to kick the pitch. On the ground to third. Machado throws to first in time. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Batting second. From the Houston Astros, the second baseman,
Jose Altuve up to hit here.
Altuve.
Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
The 1-0.
That's ball 2.
They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
That just missed. He walked him on 4 pitches.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Here comes Aaron Judge. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And that's through there for a strike. The 0-1. just missed. Aaron Judge in 2016 got 95 plate appearances and hit just 179. He kept that number 179 in the notes. Oh, now this is blasted way back there, on its way, gone. That's what the fans came to see, and they add a pair. It's 2-0.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Here's Yordan Alvarez. And ball one.
Yeah, that rookie season for Aaron Judge makes the All-Star team, wins the home run derby down there in Miami, and just really stepping into the bright lights of being a superstar player in this league.
The wind and the pitch. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Soto gets under it and puts the squeeze on that one. Out number 2.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Here's Kyle Tucker. First offering misses the mark. Pitchers and catchers have a unique bond in general, but Gallen and Carson Kelly actually lived together for a while when they played at AAA. Technically, it was Kelly's apartment, and Gallen slept on an air mattress.
Got to do what you got to do coming through the minor leagues, but that can definitely help to strengthen that bond, be on the same page when you get into the ball game.
The third baseman.
Pulled that one right in the direction of the shifted defense, but no one could make a play on it. I mean, that's his approach, and it's probably not changing.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Gets him to chase after that one.
Very well executed changeup right there. If he can command the fastball consistently, that's going to be an important pitch in terms of him turning this outing around.
0-2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Oh, 0-2 now. This one in the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Got him looking. Clipped the bottom of the zone with a curve for strike 3. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's 2-zip. Welcome back. Freddie Freeman up to the dish.
The first baseman.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Ohtani back to work. That's in for a strike. For Freeman, singing all the hardware, the multiple All-Stars, an MVP. He's won Silver Sluggers, a Gold Glove, and then finally in 2021 a World Series championship with the Braves. And that's the strikeout looking. Strike 3 called and a slider at the knees.
Batting 7.
And now here's a speed threat, outfielder Michael
The
Harris.
Michael.
And first offering is fouled off.
Yeah, and I'd say that 2021 World Series trophy bigger than all the rest, as he was the heart and soul of that Atlanta Braves ball club.
Strike 2.
0-2.
Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there. And that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans, they're all going to appreciate you. Ed Drummond, he's that kind of umpire.
One down, base is empty. And now 2-2. And now the count filled up 3-2.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
And the right-hander deals. And he walked him.
Now a great back and forth, and that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. It's a pitch out, nothing doing, and that's ball one. Runner on the go. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A big blow to the home fans, and we're level. It's 2-2.
The cutter up and in can be such a tough pitch for the hitters. You have to keep your hands above the baseball, and that's exactly what he did. He caught it out front and drove it out of here.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Here's the second baseman, Dansby Swanson. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Just off the outside part of the plate. Ohtani maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
3-0 down. And there's ball four.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Here's Starling Marte. Grounded out his first time up. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
No, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him.
Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Swing and a miss. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, he picked over once just before the pitch to check on him, but that didn't seem to slow up his jump on the pitch at all. I think that guy's been studying some video. Awesome job to be prepared, got the timing down, and he gets into scoring position.
Check on the runner, and he dives back in safely. Swanson over at second, one down. That's off the mark, and that's ball one.
He gave up a couple of runs in the first. His offense picked him up. It's time for him to settle in now and throw up some zeros on that scoreboard.
Now a check on him at second, back safely. And the pitch.
Now just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
This to center field. Rodriguez heads towards it. Makes the grab on the run. And there are two outs.
Now batting, the shortstop, Turner.
Trey Turner with a chance now. And he's already singled in this game. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Oh, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
That one fouled off. Singy, how about this? From 2019 through 2022, Trey Turner had a higher slugging percentage than Carlos Correa, Corey Seager, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., and Ronald Acuna. Two and one now. Just missed.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Turner awaiting a 3-1. And it's ball four. He missed down low.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
The third baseman, number 13. Manny.
So 2 on with 2 away.
Machado.
Here's a big power threat. Manny Machado. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always, oh, this one high and deep, way back there, and it's off the wall. One runs in, relay throw to second, and he's there with a double. In to score from first, and they take a 2-run lead.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he can handle. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
So runner at second, 2 down. And next is the designated hitter, Pete Alonso. This guy with light tower power. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
The 1-0. Now 1-1.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
Check swing on the 2-2. Appeal to first. And that's going to be ruled a swing. Here's a 2-2. And another ball. Juan Soto on deck for the National League.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Swing, and that one hammered. Down the line. If it's fair, it's gone. And that is out of here. He sends a rocket to left. And they add a couple more. It's 6-2. That's his third straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. No, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Here's Juan Soto. That one's in there. That's strike 1.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Way inside, gets out of the way.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Next offering is fouled back. Here's a 1-2. And downstairs.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Next offering misses. 3-2 now. Freddie Freeman up next. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. It's now 6-2. Back at T-Mobile Park,
Leading
bottom of the
the
second. And down the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
And he deals. And misses inside. Guerrero tries to hold up, appeal to first, and yes, he offered at it. That misses the zone. 2 balls and a strike. And there's a ball. The pitch. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Smith makes the grab, 1 down.
Oh, that's a frustrating into the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics. Instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Salvador Perez at the plate and takes high there. The wind of the pitch. Good eye in that spot.
Ball 2.
Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
Well, baseball is coming out of his hand very well. He's been able to paint all 4 corners, but really good ride at the top of his zone. Hitters have to respect that. Very difficult pitch to hit.
And the righty deals. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. The kick, the 3-2. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder Julio Rodriguez. First offering misses the mark. Way high.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
2-0. And there's the strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
2-1 now. That one missed.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
There's a swing and a drive. That one is back. And it's off the wall. Lead runner holds at third. So 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Here's Tim Anderson. He's 0 for 1. And it's fouled away. Second and third here. 1 away. And that one fouled off. Two on, 1 out.
That's a ball.
Struck him out looking.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else and you can't pull the trigger.
Altuve, the next to hit, takes outside. Perez on third. Rodriguez at second with 2 gone. Now 1-1.
1-1.
The 1-1.
1 ball.
Squirts away a little bit. No movement on the bases. 1-2 the count. The 1-1 is fouled off. Second and third, 2 down. Base hit and a run in to score. Here's the throw to the plate, and he's in there as they score a pair on the play.
He was all over that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
It's Aaron Judge now. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch, not close. There's the strike.
We're gonna ball 1 strike.
In there at the knees. Laboring here. About to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. Next one misses, and the count is even 2-2.
The idea was right. Looking to locate that fastball up and in. He just missed his spot a little bit.
The next offering misses. Full count now. Yordan Alvarez waiting on deck if they extend the inning.
Plenty of pop in his bat, so he could give them the lead with 1 swing if he gets the chance.
3-2 now. Bounced up the middle. Turner. Throw to first is in time, and that'll do it. They put 2 on the board with a couple of hits, no errors, and 1 left. We played 2 full. The NL leads this one 6-4. We're back to start the third, and there's a new arm on the mound, Shane McClanahan.
And he's had 3 days off since he pitched last, so expect him to be totally rested. I'm sure he's itching for this opportunity right now.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit.
For the National League. The first
Chris,
baseman.
when you watch Freddie Freeman hit, the ability to make contact and slug, he's kind of the ultimate player for the modern game. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Yeah, his ability to drive the ball to left center field, that's when you always know Freddie Freeman is dialed in. When he's hitting hard line drives over the shortstop's head or short hopping the wall to left center, you better look out.
One and two here. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Finished him off by blowing it by him up high, but they did a really nice job of setting that pitch up. The plan of attack early on was to keep everything down around the knees, so that was a good call to change his eye level and run it by him for the K.
Michael Harris now at the plate. The walk and a run scored his first time. That one off the mark, and it's 1-0. Kicks and deals. And that one wrapped foul. Left-hand batter waits. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Harris checks his swing. Appeal down to third. And Woody Keller right on it. Says he held up. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Smith stands in now and watches strike one. And now the count is even. The pitch.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
Inside and it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him and he hit him.
Anytime one of your guys gets drilled, it catches everyone's attention in the dugout, and you know what? It kind of gets you fired up.
And first offering is fouled off. Swanson, 29 years old, and he won a Gold Glove last season. 0-1. Ball one there. Going to count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes he goes. Third out, and that ends the frame. NL leaves 1. They're up 6-4. Bottom half of the third, and they bring in a new pitcher, Corbin Burns.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Now it's Yordan Alvarez. 0-1 so far. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And a pitch. And that one is inside. Alvarez, who's from Cuba, he grew up idolizing a future teammate, Yuli Gurriel, who is 13 years his senior. Next offering is in for a strike. Left-hand hitter waits.
2-1.
That clips the corner. In the air, left side. And that one hops the wall. Now he'll turn for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Everything came together for him. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Next is the designated hitter, Kyle Tucker. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Ground ball left side. Throw on to Freeman, and Tucker is retired.
Now batting, third baseman, Hoffman.
Here's Jose Ramirez. Struck out looking and dispersed it back. That's a little bit low.
Ball 1, no strike.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 2.
2-0.
And that's a strike. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. 1 out and a runner at second. That one misses. 3-2 now. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Three balls, 2 strikes the count. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
The batter.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. First time up was a pop out. And a foul ball.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
1 out. Runners at first and second. Next offering is in for a strike.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boo.
Next pitch misses, and it's 2-2.
It's a good take.
Hard ground ball, base knock. And they stop him at third, so bases loaded with 1 away.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. It's a pretty good pitch down and away, but an even better job to go down there and get it while driving it to the opposite field for the base hit.
So bases loaded with 1 away. Here's the power hitting catcher, Salvador Perez. He walked and came around to score his first time up and fouled off. Right-handed reliever. Hard hit, base hit. 1 runs in. Another comes in to score. Vladdy coming around third. Cut off. Now a throw home. Not in time. He's safe. They jump ahead. 3 runs score.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And stepping in is the speedy Julio Rodriguez. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Oh, 1 down. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Perez leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Up the middle, Turner. Now the throw to first on the run. And they got him.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
Tim Anderson, the next to hit. First offering, and it just misses. On the ground to third, handled by Machado. Sends it to first, And they take care of Anderson for the out. And that will end the inning. But 3 runs come across in the inning, all on this 3-run double. And this is now a 7-6 ball game. Luis Castillo gets the ball now.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Starling Marte up to hit.
They've been so good about responding when the other team scores, coming back in the next half inning and putting something on the board themselves.
And that's too high. Castillo, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a changeup, and he works in a slider. That's in there. To the right side. Altuve handles it, whips it to first on the run. Throws it away.
That's a dangerous throw for the first baseman to try to handle right there. Exposed him to a potential collision, and we've all seen some of the ugly ones over the years on plays similar to that one. So it's great nothing came out of that other than the throwing error.
Trey Turner now. Castillo will look to first, and he's back safely. You know, people may not remember about Trey Turner. He was actually drafted in the first round out of NC State by the Padres. Made his debut in 2015 with the Nationals, won it all. This one's fair down the line and left, and it's going to be extra bases. Throw comes in, runner stops, second and third, nobody out.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. And now it's Manny Machado.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
That one's in there, 0-1. Next offering is in for a strike. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. 1 runs in. Here's the throw, but it's offline. He will score. Back to a 1-run game. It's 8-7.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Here's Pete Alonso. First pitch, and he just misses. Nobody out. Runner at first. Check swing. Went around. And the count 1-1. In the dirt, blocked. Nice job behind the plate there. Inside corner for a strike. 2-2.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more guys that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
That misses, and the count is filled up. Runner at first with no outs here. And he walked him.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
And now it's Juan Soto. In there for strike one.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Here comes the 0-1. And that one clips the corner.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Righty to the plate. Got him. And he's down on strikes for the second time today.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Freeman can't hold up, and that's a strike. Line drive, base hit, around third. Oh, he gloves it. One runs in. Alvarez whips it in quickly. So no advance beyond third, as they don't want to test the strong arm in left.
Well done. Drives in the run. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy. Didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep. Took the barrel right to it and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And now the center fielder, Michael Harris. There's the strike.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
Alonso, the runner at third. Freeman at second with one away. On the ground, right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
Now batting, catcher, Will.
The batter now will be Will Smith. He's already homered in this game.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that is that. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. We're midway in the fourth. The NL is on top, 9-7. Spencer Strider comes on now.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve.
American League.
So he came up clutch earlier in this ball game and really just needs to take the same approach. Think hard right back up the middle.
And that's in for a strike. And he pumps it a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And the 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Straighten him up a little bit.
One and 2 now. Altuve waits. In the dirt. Smith gets it to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
The right fielder, number 99.
Aaron Judge at the plate. 1 for 2.
Well, you really couldn't ask for a better guy to be the face of the game of baseball. I mean, this is a guy that is so team first oriented, doesn't like to talk about himself, will always defer and talk about his teammates. Just impressive.
And puts the squeeze on that. And a couple of quick outs. And the batter now, Yordan Alvarez. And that's in there for strike 1. And a foul ball left side. And that one a little bit high.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The pitch. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. 1-2-3 goes the AL. They still trail by a couple. It's 9-7. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the fifth. Robbie Ray.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep them within striking distance.
Robbie Ray.
Dansby Swanson stands in.
For the National
Swanson,
League.
former first-round pick by the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Dansby.
Vanderbilt player in college World Series player, all that good stuff, but really coming into his own.
Bullpen activity starting up now. Sir Anthony Dominguez appears to be getting loose. Holmes, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. And that's in for a strike. Foul ball, still 0-2. Goes down looking. Now it's the right fielder, Starling Marte.
Marte.
Back up the middle and a base hit.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that.
Tosses to first, and they get Turner for the out.
The third baseman, number 13, Manny.
Here's Manny Machado now. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads.
Well, the way these two teams have battled in this game, you know you need more. Got to continue to add runs if you're going to get out of here with a win.
First pitch just misses. Chris Machado is a guy who impacts the game with his bat. He's got big time power, but what about the defense? He hasn't only won a gold glove, multiple gold gloves, but he's also won a platinum glove as the best defender at any position in his league. Kicks and fires. Just off the inside edge.
And one thing about Machado is that he's always been great defensively. It's not something that came along later after he established his bat. The defense was there from day one.
That one outside. And now 3 balls and a strike. Pete Alonso would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Next offering is fouled back. Got him swinging. One left for the National Leaguers. They lead it by 2. It's 9-7. Pitching change here, Justin Verlander.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Justin Verlander.
Now it's the DH, Kyle Tucker.
For the American League, the designated hitter, Kyle Tucker.
The pitch. And a good eye there. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Daniel Bard getting loose out there. Doval getting loose as well. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a pop-up. Machado drifts towards it. Hauls it in for the out.
Up next for the American League, the third baseman.
And now here is Jose Ramirez. in there, and it's 0-1. Verlander, a multi-Cy
0-1.
Young Award winner. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a
0-2.
changeup. Here's the 0-2. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence,
Now
everything
batting,
down at the
first
knees and
baseman,
below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He swings and misses at the
0-1
first
count.
pitch. 0-1. Ground ball up the middle. Trey Turner gloves it. Throws to first. And Guerrero is set down. Play made. That ends the inning. We're back, and they make a change to start the sixth. The new pitcher, George Kirby.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Pete Alonso digs in now. Alonso goes 6 feet 3 inches, 245 pounds, and he's a former home run derby champ. Up the middle, and that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth.
The left fielder, number 22, Juan
Soto now. Chris, Juan Soto's one of the best young hitters we've seen come along in a long time. Of course, helped the Nationals to win the World Series in 2019, and he won the batting title, hit .351 in that shortened 2020 season. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. 2 up, 2 down.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, 1 for 3. Freeman, an all-star a season ago, a member of the 2000 hit club, and he was a second-round pick back in 2007.
Some guys are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. That one catches the corner for a strike. And here it comes. And now it's even up.
2-2 the count.
Swing and a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Runner at first with 2 away. Michael Harris will hit next. That one's in there, 0-1. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Ripped on the ground to second, over to Anderson. And that is that. So 1 hit is all they get. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. National Leaguers out in front, 9-7. Max Scherzer will take over here.
Well, he hasn't pitched in a while, coming on here after 5 days rest, so he should be rested, but we'll see if he has any rust to shake off.
And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate.
American League, the catcher.
Perez, 32 years old, and his last 10 games stand out. He's homered in 4 of them. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. ball evens the count. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Now batting.
And now Julio Rodriguez. This is a true five-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. Misses outside, and that is ball one. And there's the strike.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
That one finds the zone. It's 2-2. Hits for average power, the ability to field, the arm, and then the speed. Really impressive. Bounce to the left side. On the run, sends it over to first. And that quickly,
Now
two
back.
away.
The shortstop, Tim Anderson.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Tim Anderson. And ball one. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Evan Phillips, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Helsley warming up as well. Scherzer winds, kicks, fires. And that's outside. That's inside. Jose Altuve up next for the American League. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Hard hit left side. Over to Swanson. That ends the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. 7th inning coming up. The NL leads it 9-7. Here comes Emmanuel Clase out of the bullpen.
Power slider guy, Boo. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
Now the catcher up to hit, Will Smith.
The catcher, Will Smith.
And the pitch. That's in there. And that's strike one.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some guys.
Next pitch is downstairs. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
One, two now. Good eye right there. Next offering misses, and the count's full.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter at this point in the ball game. You know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
Three and two now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Payoff pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another. The pitch. Line drive. And they get the out on Smith. And there's one down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Swanson in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
The 0-2. Sets him down on strikes. Fastball at the letters throws him for strike 3.
Well, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the third time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. He'll have some adjustments to make.
Pinch hitter coming on. Orlando Arcia. Trying to get something going for him with 2 away.
Orlando Arcia.
There's a strike. And downstairs. The 1-1 is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. Got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing across here this half. 7th inning stretch time. The NL is on top 9-7. So remaining in the game defensively, Orlando Arcia. He'll be the new right fielder after entering as a pinch hitter. New pitcher on here, Evan Phillips. He has a great slider with tons of movement. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Giancarlo Stanton. And he deals. And there's a ball. Inside, just missed. Just missed. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
And a 4-pitch walk.
That could be a tone setter for the inning. 4 straight pitches and the leadoff batter's on base. We'll see if the next guy waits until there's a called strike before he takes the bat off the shoulder.
So now a pinch hitter, Eric Haas. A runner at first for him, nobody out. Pop foul out of play off to the right. The tying run at the plate. And a swing and a
No
miss.
balls, 2 strikes.
And now 1-2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Next one misses. 2-2.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Stanton on at first. Nobody out. Next offering is fouled back. Righty delivers. Battling here as he fouls it away. Next pitch is outside.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Kyle Tucker up next for the American League. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And now 1 away.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle. So I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
American League making a move for a pinch hitter. James McCann. Runner on first and 1 down for him.
Number 27, James McCann.
In there for strike 1.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Tying run at the plate. Grounder off the pitcher. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Doval on a pitch out of the pen here.
Number 75, Camilo Doval.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Jace Peterson. He represents the go-ahead run.
Peterson.
First offering misses the mark. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Two balls, no strikes to count.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
2-0 to count. Here it comes. Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. There's a strike. And now it's filled up. And that'll load the bases.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
And here is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. First offering, and it just misses.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Next pitch downstairs, and that's ball 2.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
The next offering misses, and now 3-0.
Bases loaded here. If he walks him, probably not the worst thing, because the alternative could be a grand slam.
In for a strike, now 3-1. This one in the air, center field. And Guerrero is set down. Here comes the runner from third. Throw is offline, and he scores. And now they trail by 1.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job, and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Now the batter now, Salvador Perez. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
First pitch, and he just misses.
1-0 count. Look for him to be aggressive here. You got some runners on base, an opportunity to catch a mistake and put some runs up on the board.
So the tying run at second.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Swing and a miss.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
The 1-2. And now 2-2. Now a pop-up on the infield. Swanson has a beat on it. Brings it in for the 3rd out. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. 8th inning coming up. The NL leads this one 9-8. Staying in the game on defense, Giancarlo Stanton. He'll be the new right fielder after entering as a pinch hitter. Also into the ball game, Eric Haas. He'll be out in left field.
Now in left.
Also entering the game, Jace Peterson. He's the new third baseman.
Now at third base,
Liam Hendricks out of the bullpen.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their guys a chance to fight back into the game.
Hendricks.
Back now as it'll be a pinch hitter to lead off. Rodolfo Castro. He comes to the plate in a huge spot in this one.
Rodolfo Castro.
The pitch. Swings through that one. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. And 1-2.
2 strikes.
And that just misses.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Next offering is fouled back. The 2-2. Just off the inside edge. And now filled up. Drilled in the air. Right field. Way back there. And that is out of here. An absolutely majestic shot. And they add to their lead. It's 10-8.
It's so tough to come in as a pinch hitter and have success. I mean, you really have to keep yourself locked into the game and ready at any time. So it's always impressive to me when someone jumps in there and hits it out. It's a huge lift for your ball club as well.
Pinch hitter coming on, Matt Carpenter. And that's in there for strike one.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. Next offering is in for a strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
The next pitch misses. 1-2 the count.
I don't know how you take that one after the called strike on the corner, just a little bit off the edge.
Next pitch misses, and the count is 2-2. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Here comes a pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that's pretty much the dream two-strike curveball if you're the pitcher. Hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one. The pitch. Swings and misses.
No ball,
That is
two
strike
strikes.
two. This one high in the air to left center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
The left fielder, number 22.
Looks
Ladies
like
and
a pinch
gentlemen,
hitter for the
your
National
attention,
League.
please.
C.J. Cron.
Pinch hitting for the National League. Number 25, C.J. Cron.
In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Two outs. And that's in for a strike. Gonna count 1-2.
2 strikes.
That one just misses. Right through there, got him. Third out. One scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. And it's now a 10-8 ball game. So remaining in the game defensively, Rodolfo Castro taking over as the new shortstop now following his pinch hit appearance. Also into the ball game, Matt Carpenter. He's the new third baseman. Also entering the game, C.J. Cron. He'll be out in left field. Ryan Helsley taking over on the mound. And this guy can bring it velocity-wise.
56, Ryan Helsley.
So digging in, Julio Rodriguez.
For the American League.
He is quite an
center fielder.
athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. The pitch. And that one missing low.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
And that one almost got him.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here or this could get ugly.
Good hitters count the 2-0. Swings through that one out in front that time. Movement in the bullpen. Devin Williams, the closer, is getting loose. And the right-hander deals. The punch out there, and there's one away.
Up next to the
American League making a move for a pinch hitter. Corey Seager looking to start something with one gone. And the first pitch misses for ball one. And delivers outside. Next pitch misses way outside. Right-hander kicks, deals, knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball four.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter. Whit Merrifield. Runner on first with one down for him. That misses the zone. 1-0.
Count 1-0.
That clips a corner. Seager leads off first with one away. And a 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. And a 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The 1-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Next offering upstairs.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Grinding AB right here, about to see pitch number 10.
Quite the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at bat alone, really making him work out there.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way on.
Daniel Bard gets the call to the mound.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
So now a pinch hitter, Mike Trout. Big spot for him here.
Good patience to take that walk and keep the line moving, and it sets up a critical at bat coming up with the bases loaded here.
Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Now the 0-1. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. And a count 1-2. This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it.
Now batting, left fielder.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter. Byron Buxton looking for a big hit with 2 out, runners at first and second.
Number 25, Byron Buxton. This game for the National League. Now playing left field.
In there for strike 1.
Buxton.
First and second, 2 down. Swings and misses, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Corey Seager taking over as the new shortstop now following his pinch hit appearance.
Now playing shortstop.
Also into the ball game, Whit Merrifield. He'll play second.
Now at second. Number 15,
also entering the game, Mike Trout. He takes over in right.
Now in right field. Number 27.
Also into the ball game, Byron Buxton. He'll be out in left field.
Number 25, Byron
Chris Sir Anthony Dominguez is checked into the game.
Number 58, Sir Anthony.
Top 9, and it'll get started with a pinch hitter. Tyler Stevenson. A critical at bat in this game for him. And a pitch. Strike 1. Dominguez, 28 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. And the righty deals. That misses the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Next offering misses. The count now 2-2. Got it by him for the K.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding up.
And it gets by him.
Now batting.
So up next, Will Smith. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Kicks and deals. Fouled off. He was late. At the belt and fires.
Ball, that's inside.
Dominguez checks the runner. Harris gets back easily. Righty to the plate. Good eye right there. Runner on the go. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Lead runner around second. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Once in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity. Right on top of it.
So digging in, Dansby Swanson. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Hit on the ground to the right side. And it goes just foul. Runners are at the corners, 1 away. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in place somewhere and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Up the middle. And it gets by him. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's 11-8.
Now batting. Shortstop.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Pitch hitter coming on. Luis Urias looking for a big hit with 2 out, runners at first and second. Ball 1, no strikes.
Ball 1, no strike.
And a pitch. Here's a strike. 2 outs. A couple of base runners at first and second. Next offering is in for a strike. Right-handed reliever. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Tyler Stevenson. He pinch hit last half and now takes over at first.
Now playing first base.
Also entering the game, Ronald Acuna Jr. He takes over in right.
Now in right field.
Also into the ball game, Luis Urias. He's in at shortstop.
Now at shortstop, number 6.
Devin Williams on to try and close it out.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
Welcome back as we have a pinch hitter to lead it off. Nathaniel
Pitch hitting.
Lowe.
Nathaniel Lowe.
And the pitch. And that's
Ball, that's
outside. Williams, a 6'2 righty, 200 pounds, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. And a pitch. So 2 balls and no strikes. Swings and crushes one. Right field, way back and gone. A towering home run. And they close the gap. It's 11-9. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Andres Jimenez. And that's in there for strike one. That one missing inside. There's the swing and a miss.
2 strikes.
Check swing, no appeal.
Gosh, Boog, I think he's trying to deke the pitcher. There's no way he's thinking he can hit that pitch.
On the ground to first. Stevenson whips it to first. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. And now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Pulled down the line. This one hammered, but it's foul.
All over the first pitch fastball right there, but just a little bit out front. Got to let it travel just a bit more.
Next one misses, and 1-1.
This is the guy they turn to get the most important outs of the ball game, but they're going to make him work to get this save.
Next one is off the plate, and a count 2-1. And there's the strike. Two. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
The catcher, number 50.
Digging in, Salvador Perez. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. 2-run game, a 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. Pitch misses, and the count is 1-1. Kicks and fires, and a strike in there. And that skips in the dirt. Breaking ball, and that got him.
Well, the bright side is that that'll help the on-base percentage a little bit, and that's a category no batter can ignore these days. OBP, OPS, well, maybe that'll ease the pain just a little bit.
Rodriguez in the box now as he leaves that one up high.
Oh, An interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
And he deals.
Ball 3.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't groove one either.
And here it comes. On the corner for a strike. And now 3-1. In the air out towards right center. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
And boy, do they catch a break. Otherwise, you're looking at runners around the bases and probably a run that scores.
Now it's Corey Seager. He reached out a walk his first time. Ball 1 there. Two on, 2 outs. Now there's a bullet down the line. Slams off the bottom of the wall. Run comes in from second, and we're locked up at 11.
Huge moment for him and his team, Boog. You know, some guys just grip it a bit too tight in a big spot like this, having a chance to tie it up in the bottom of the ninth. But he didn't let the moment get to him. Comes up with the RBI knock, and now he's giving his teammates a chance to walk this thing off with the win if they can push across another run.
Kenley Jansen into the game. Whit Merrifield up to the plate. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Two outs, but the winning run is at first. And now 2-0.
Ball 2.
Righty delivers.
Oh, that's
Mike Trout in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And that's ball 4.
Well, that could be a big walk in this ball game. Moves the go-ahead run into scoring position. So some pressure pitches coming up in this next AB.
Here's Mike Trout.
It's a good spot to be in with runners on first and second. You know the pitcher is going to come after you.
Swing and a miss. Going 1. Winning run in scoring position with 2 away. On the ground, right side. In plenty of time to first. Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. So they can't come up with the winning run, and that means we'll have to go a little longer here tonight to find a winner. 10th inning coming up. We're all even at 11 apiece. Staying in the game on defense, Andres Jimenez. He'll play third after coming into the game as a pinch hitter. Clay Holmes takes over on the mound.
Number 35, Clay Holmes.
Looks like a pinch hitter for the National League, Joey Meneses. He represents the go-ahead run. The pitch. Check swing, appeal to first, and he won around. Just enough that time. And now the 0-1. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Well, it's kind of deflating. You blow that lead in the bottom of the ninth. So here's a new opportunity. Hit the reset button, try to get some more runs, and then close it out in the bottom half of this one.
And it's even up.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. And this is a big at bat in this ball game. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And the right-hander deals. That's a slider for a strike.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
The 2-1. Gurriel gets a piece. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
And here is C.J. Cron. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. One away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. 2 balls, no strikes, the count.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
The other way, base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. Just a simple soft liner into center field for the knock right there. Maybe a little bit fooled by the pitch, but he did a good job of staying through it, and that allowed him to fight it off and just get enough behind it. Now the go-ahead runs in scoring position, so big opportunity for them to jump ahead late.
And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. That one ripped. And a base hit.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris. And the first offering is not close.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
That's in there. That's strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a swing and a miss.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
And now it's 1-2. Laser could be extra bases. One runs in. A second scores as well, and it's a 2-run lead in extra innings.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. So here comes Ryan Presley to the mound.
And never an easy situation coming in with runners at second and third. He's got a base to work with, so he doesn't have to be perfect, but he does have to make some quality pitches.
2 on, 1 out. Now here is Will Smith. And clips the corner.
Hey, partner, how's your scorecard looking right now?
Little dicey, kind of hieroglyphics style at the moment. You know what it's like, Singy? Remember our trip to London, Yankees and Red Sox in 2019? I think there were 50 runs scored in the 2 games combined. My scorecard was ugly for that series. Stevenson at third. Harris over at second with 1 down. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
Now it's the second baseman, Dansby Swanson. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous. And you use like 5 different colors of pens, so like it's just a mosaic over there.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're always judging the different pens. That, you know, I got the skinny scoring pen, and then I have the red, and then the black, and then I got a highlighter. So there is a lot going on. Activity in the bullpen. Alexis Diaz, the closer of the staff, is throwing. The pitch. That's a little bit low.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
And a 1-2 again. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position. Next pitch just misses. And now 3-2. Ronald Acuna Jr. waits on deck. Two outs. And there's ball 4.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. There's the strike up high. It's 0-1.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. And that's outside. 2 outs. Bases are full. Next pitch in the dirt. Ball 2. And another ball.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike if he swings or not.
Ball 4. He's walked in a run.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the wall. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
Here's Luis Urias. First offering misses badly for ball one.
Well, he's already in some trouble, and falling behind in the count makes it even worse. Then you've got to throw the ball over more of the plate, and that's where they can really do damage against a guy like this.
Urias started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. Nope, he held back. 2-0. Lifted in the air, right field. And that is that. So they get 3 runs in the inning, but they also leave the bases loaded. Last chance to even things up. We head to the bottom of inning number 10. National Leaguer is out in front, 14-11. So remaining in the game defensively, Joey Meneses. He'll play third after coming into the game as a pinch hitter. Here's Byron Buxton. Struck out swinging his first time. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Jansen back to work. Now one missed.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
Next offering is in for a strike.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Low in the box now as he looks at ball one. Second plate appearance of the day for him. Misses inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Here's a 3-0. Called strike right there. I remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. The 3-1. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Hopefully he figures it out on the mound because they're running out of arms in that bullpen.
Here's Andres Jimenez. Grounded out his first time.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Pitch misses inside, and that's ball one. Low leads off first with 1 away. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. The pitch. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. The pitch. That misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's towards center. Harris has a beat on it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away. And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. And there's the strike. Here comes a pitch. Found back our way, and that's out of play. Down to their final strike. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Just an absolute slugfest. Not a good day to be a pitcher. There are going to be a lot of sore necks. Guys turning left, turning right, balls flying all over. Neither staff had anything working, and these offenses just kept exchanging blows.
In our final, 14-11. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
All right, a wild All-Star game, 14-11, your final. If maybe a little anticlimactic there at the end, going into extra innings, and then the NL scores 3 runs. Yeah, it's there was a lot happening there throughout the game. You got off to a wacky, wild start. Then kind of settled down there in the middle, and then picked up a little bit towards the end there. I thought that that Seager hit was actually going to get out of the stadium, but just didn't have the launch angle for it. And then you go back to a little bit earlier in the bottom of the ninth. Guerrero Jr. just missed a home run, and then got called out on kind of a wishy-washy, ticky-tacky strikeout. But hey, that's the way it goes. A fun game to watch regardless, so hopefully you enjoyed. Pete Alonso is your player of the game, 1 for 2 with a 2-run home run. Machado was 2 for 4 with a double, drove in 4, scored twice. Will Smith 2 for 5 with a home run, 2 ribbies and a run. Michael Harris 2. He was 2 for 5 with a double, 2 ribbies, 2 runs. Aaron Judge was 1 for 3 with a 2-run blast. Salvador Perez 1 for 3 with a double. 3 runs, 3-run double? Well, I don't remember. 1 for 3 with a double, 3 ribbies, 2 runs. Nathaniel Lowe 1 for 1 with a solo shot. What a good line. Just 1 for 1. Came in, hit a home run. No big deal. Rodriguez 2 for 5, a couple of doubles. He scored twice. Clay Holmes. Sorry. Clay Holmes takes the loss. 0.1 innings pitched. He gave up 4 hits, 1 strikeout. No walks, 3 earned. Kinsley Jansen gets the win. 1.1 innings pitched. No hits, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. No earned on that one. So there you go. A fun All-Star game, and that'll take care of our All-Star festivities. It's a very long video. Today, but hopefully you enjoyed. There you have it. The NL has defeated the AL in the 2023 All-Star game. We'll go ahead and sim through the date. No. Oh, Cubs acquire. Advance. Perfect. Okay. All right. We're good. We're ready to play the next game. That's what we're looking for. That's all I care about. Marco Gonzalez is going to be on the bump on Friday, taking on Tariq Skubal. 8-8 with a 3.47 ERA. Marco Gonzalez for us. 8-4 with a 2.61 ERA. And we will see you Friday for more baseball right here on youtube.com/JohnSourceTrex. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this and the Home Run Derby. Thanks a lot for watching. Ring the bell, subscribe to all that stuff, and we'll see you Friday for more baseball. Goodbye.